Okay, so hello everyone. So in this video we want to talk about character arrays. Okay, so why do we need character arrays? We'll just see everything in this video only. Okay, so let's just get started. So hash include your string. They are different from your integer arrays. Okay, I'll just show you. std. Okay, so let's say your character array is like let's say integer array first. Okay, like let's first just we can take it like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, okay, and let's say you have a character array which has your values like, let's say, characters are always in single inverted commas. Okay, so character A, character B, character C, let's say. Okay, let's just keep this. Okay, now if you see properly, if we print this thing, see out ARR and see out should also have a name ARR2. Okay, let's just take ARR2. ARR2, what do you expect? Like, ideally we should get an error like address, right? ARR 0 means this 1, right? In case I print here ARR of 0, then I'll be getting 1, right? Let me just even do that. ARR of 0, so ARR of 0 should give me 1, and ARR should give me the address, and ARR2 also should give me an address, right? Okay, it will not giving an address. We'll see why it happens like this. Okay, let's just see. Okay, so first of all, we need to give this in single inverted commas. What about this? Okay, okay, we should be fine. We'll get the whole content of the array ARR2. Okay, now why does this happen? See, actually inside of your C++, these character arrays are actually made differently. Okay, why differently? Because let's say if you have your data type like char, so if we have only char, it is used to only store a single digit, right? Let's say x, a single character. Okay, but let's say if you want to store a name, so how are you gonna do it? Obviously for name you need to actually store it like this. Makes sense? If you want to store a name, and then as soon as you print ARR2, ARR2 basically says that, hey, let's say AR2 is actually made at address 700. Okay, and you have kept the value ABC. And I'll tell you one more thing. In character arrays, there is something called as null character 2, which gets appended at the end of your character array. Okay, this is automatically done, okay, by the compiler. Okay, so what actually happens is, as soon as you write this line, see this part is clear, right? 6 and 7 line is clear. Arrow 0 give me index 1, and arrow actually is an integer character. So integer array, so it will give me the address. So here is fine, right? But in ARR2, this is actually a character array. There is a special case. What actually happens is, let's say ARR2 contains the address of this, right? What actually happens is, as soon as you print cout from here, what happens is it will go on this specific address and it will try to print the content. Till when? It will print first A, then it will go to the next, it will print B, then it will go to the next, then it will print C, and then it will go to the next. And see, as I told you, this is actually automatically done by the compiler. As soon as it sees this, it will stop. Okay, so it will print this. Okay, making sense? Okay, this is actually a special case, I should say. Okay, this is the way how cout works for your character. Okay, even if you take input, okay, even if you take input, let's say you want to take an input. Let's say just create a character. Let me just create character. Okay, so let me just comment this out as of now. Let's say you want to take input. Let's say you have something like char input. Okay, so constant value, let's give it here 100, and then if I do this also, scene. Okay, what actually will happen is, okay, that's scene here, scene input. Okay, see here, when we were taking the character like integer arrays, we used to actually run a loop, right? And we used to be like from I equal to 0 from till the size, and then let's take in every box, in every cell, the characters like this and this, like for equals rate enter equal to 0 less than n, and it's basically your 5 right now. 5, that is right. I plus plus, there are 5 character integer arrays. So you basically do it like cout, no, cout scene like ARR of I. Okay, I hope that is fine, right? Okay, let's say, like, let's just take this is a size of 5, and then just like this. Okay, so obviously it will happen like this only. So for character for integer arrays we take the input like this, right? Okay, but actually as soon as you come with your character arrays, as soon as it comes to character array, we take the input like this. Why like this? Because we want to take the input as we want the input to be our name. Okay, so let me just comment this out as of now. Okay, I'm saying this here. For character arrays you need to take your input like this. Like let me tell my name, let me just take my name as of now. Okay, okay, and if you want to see how what is actually being taken, it is this. You need to do cout. Okay, cout input will say that okay, whatever is the content. Okay, I'll just explain to you. Let me just first write this. Okay, so we're getting the name right. What actually is happening? Let's say. Okay, so let's just see it here properly. Okay, so here I have created an input of like let's say of 100, right? So let's just consider we are containing only 5 values. So let's just consider this part. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then let's say it's till here till 99, right? So as I wrote Kunal, it went to this specific address. Let's say this address was 700. Okay, and now it is trying to write all the see out all the values that I'm keeping here, inserting here. K, U, and L. So K will be inserted here, U and A, L will be inserted here. Afterwards, automatically this will be inserted in your character arrays. Okay, this is basically known as your this is also known as your strings. Okay, this is actually a string of characters. Okay, so strings are basically your character arrays. Okay, strings means where you can store your names and such some words actually. Okay, some words. So like even Kunal is a word, right? It's a name. So internally actually it's happening like this, and as soon as you're trying to print the value, it is going to the specific address. And in case of array of integers, what actually has to happen? It is to print the address. But here what will happen? It will go to this address and it will keep on printing whatever is the content, KUNAL, and then as soon as it sees this, it will stop. As soon as it sees this, it will stop. In order to prove this, let me just show you. Let's just change this content. Okay, this content. Wait, let's say this content. Okay, so as soon as the compiler sees this, it will just print only this KU. Okay, this as soon as it sees this, it will stop. Okay, let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me just show it to you what I'm saying. So I'm saying this. So we'll take the input as Kunal only. Okay, and let's actually come here and what is input of? Let's say at this second index. Okay, I'm putting the value as this, overriding the value as this. Backslash 0 is basically your null character. Okay, which is used by the compiler to stop. Okay, as soon as the compiler sees it in a string, okay, string is the character arrays, it will stop. Okay, so even if I take the input as KUNAL, okay, the index of 2, that means index of 2 will be 0 1, K is 0, U is 1 index, N is 2 index, right? So at 2 index just go and write this, and as soon as you see out, it will print only KU. Okay, let's see it. Why KU? Because as soon as it went to it, as soon as it will go to the third index, like second index, it will see null, and then it will stop. Okay, making sense? Okay, so what did you understand? That as soon as the compiler sees this, it will stop. So we can use this property actually, and this is actually internally created by the compiler. Okay, so we can use this property to find the length of your strings. How? Let's see. Let's say I'm not changing this, and let's see. We are not even printing this. Let's say I have a like find length. Okay, GTH find length in which I'm passing my input. Input means basically your whatever your input you're taking inside of it. Okay, so you got your input. Okay, you got your input, and it's gonna return an integer. Okay, it's gonna return the size, the length of your name or something like this. Okay, so what name I've used here? Find length. Okay, let's use it here. Let's copy it. Control C, Control V, and we are passing a character array, so it should be character array since it's an array, right? And let's me write the name as input only. Okay, it is fine. Okay, it is fine, right? So now we have stored the value in this input, so we can run like this. So while input of I not equal to this backslash 0. We know that it terminates with this. Okay, it terminates with this, so we can be like, okay, if it's not like this, if it's not the case, so let's just take two values int count. equal to 0. Let's put it 0, and let's take int I equal to like any value. You can start any value. Okay, let's say 0 because we're gonna take this 0 first 0 index, right? So we'll go like this, okay, and then come here and make here count plus plus I plus plus. I plus plus will actually increase the input of first C. Hey, input of 0 means is k equal null? No, k is not equal to null. So increase the count. Count will be increased by 1. Okay. Afterwards again I plus plus. So now it will be input of 1. So input of 1 is containing u. So u is equal to null. No. Then even in case of that, increase the value and do it till l. Okay. As soon as you come to the input of 6, that means 6 means it will be null. So it will just not increase the size and we will get your length. Okay, don't worry, I'll do the trial. Okay, just to make it sure, don't worry, I'll do the trial. Right now let's just print it out and return. I'll just do the trial right now. Okay, so I'll explain to you what will happen and then we'll run it. Okay, so see here, we will have our name like this, right? Okay, and let's say backslash 0, and then let's say we don't consider here because compiler as soon as it sees this will stop. Count equal to 0, I equal to 0. Okay, I equal to 0. Hey, input of I, this is also known as, this is input, right? So input of I right now is equal to 0, right? I equal to 0. Hey, input of I, is it equal to null? No. Then increase the value of count. So count was 0, now it became 1. Okay, I plus plus, so I became 1. So now input of 1, is it equal to 0? No. Then increase the value of count again, 2. Afterwards again I plus plus, count I plus plus, I2. Already have increased the value of count, right? Next is, hey, is this n equal to null? No. Increase the count value, increase the I value. Okay, great. Now again this will be input of 4, right? Input of 3 because I have value is 3. Hey, input of 3, is it equal to null? No, it's 8. So in that case increase the value of this and increase the value of this as well. Now we'll be at L. Hey, is this equal to null? No. Increase count and increase this as well. So afterwards input of 5 basically means this part. Okay, is it equal to null? Yes, it is equal to null. Don't go in the while loop. Okay, just come out. So as soon as you come out, you will return count. So what is the count containing 5? What is the 5? 5 is basically the length of whatever word you have passed. Okay, making sense? So let's see whether it is working like this or not. So let's clear this part. Okay, so let me clear this part. Okay, so let's just run it. So basically we're finding it and then let's just store it somewhere in answer. And then you can just print the answer. Yeah, let's just print the answer. Out answer. Set as. Okay, so this part also we don't need, so let me just comment this out. We don't need this part, right? Just to show you, I just use it. You're just taking character input, constant size, we're taking input, we're trying to find the input slant and then so okay, let's just see whether it's working fine or not. So we're expecting answer is 5, right? So let me just keep an input as now 5. I hope it's making sense, right? I hope it's making sense how we're doing it. Okay, very simple. Okay, right? Okay, so let's keep this till here in this video. So